It's your boy, Mikey Stepback, aka Ric Flair basketball. Woo! We in here talking our shit. NBA draft after party. I've been deleting a lot of videos. I've been tired all day, man. I was sleeping. I know, bro. Supposed to be professional and shit, man. But let's go. Let's go in on the dummies of dummies in this draft. And I had a couple of guys that I said should be picked up. I kind of went through some of the top talent in this NBA draft. And we got to go in, man. The draft track. And let's look at that. Let's look at the team needs. I'm going to look at the best available. This is some good shit that I'm finding on the draft big board, right? As we look at the talent and see who was actually drafted. We're going to start off with number 1 and go through number 60. I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible. I'm awake a little bit. I'm a night creeper, so you know what it is. I'm ready to go. Ready to get busy. Welcome to the draft board. Draft board creator. Let's get in here. Let's go in here. This was just here. Don't tell me. Word on, I'd be crazy. There we go. There we go. I remember hearing a difference NBA.com. Let's see. We can kind of look through the whole freaking thing right now. They got the whole thing back. Biggest surprise as we kicked off NBA draft 2022. Paolo Banchero got picked up with the number 1 pick. I mean, that was crazy. No one saw that coming. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. There's no one in their right mind that could see that guy going number 1. He joins the Orlando Magic, and Lord God help me, tell me what is going on. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 things. I'm gonna hit this draft populated, even though fans, bro, you supposed to leave that shit up one day, man. Come on, bro. Like, the minute the draft ends, you fucking shut the thing down. Okay, there goes that, and then I'm gonna go to fans. I'm gonna load up their roster deal because they got an opportunity for us to look at the roster while we go through and play with what's happening with the team. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the big draft board. Let's get busy. Let's get busy. Right? I need some Isley brothers in the background or some shit. Let's get it right here. Let's get it. Mock draft. I'm gonna tell you what happened with this pick, in my opinion. Okay. The Magic sometimes go for these safety players, right? These guys that are, no offense, good to the naked eye. A feel good guy, right? Fultz is the only guy that's kind of wild, right? See all the tattoos and shit. Something a little different. Jalen Suggs is straight nose player. Wagner, there's no excitement with that team. Would Jabari Smith bring excitement to the Magic, bring some fans into the stadium? I'm not sure he would. He'd be like a Tim Duncan type player, right? Straight nose cat, even though he was the best fit. All right. So they say, you know what, dude? Let's do something a little different, man. Let's go get some guy that's gonna give us some popularity. All right. Let's go get some guys that can give us some popularity. All right. And I understand that. So, when you look at the Paolo Banchero pickup for this squad, it makes sense in a way. All right. Any of these guys could have gone to the Orlando. The guy that made the least sense was definitely Paolo Banchero. Okay. He's not a great 3-point shooter. Okay. That's what you have. You have a better 3-point shooter than Chet Holmgren and all them boys. Right. Right. So, I mean, for me, yes, confirm, restart the draft. I'm going to restart. I mean, I just don't get that. I don't get that. And we're gonna go team need the full draft and walk through this thing because I like this website and I'm gonna pick who they picked. So you got Franz Wagner, right? You got Morris, Isaac returning from injury off of the knee injury. All right, I said the opportunity definitely was at the power position if he's a starter. Chomo Okiki's playing the stretch role right now. Okay, so what? I'm sure somebody's gonna move. Wendell Carter Jr. at center. Small forward. Franz Wagner, tremendous year. You gotta play him. You gotta play this kid. Shooting guard position. Hampton. That's the area they needed help, and I would have traded down. I think they have enough at the center position. Then you had a guy by the name of Bonchero. Okay. Again, I would have liked the stretch guy to and Anthony, even though Anthony can shoot the ball a little bit, they're drivers. Suggs a little bit of a driver, right? So you want to drive in and kick out. You need a guy to create. Fultz is a great creator. I give him that, right? Can't shoot for shit, but he's definitely one of the top creators in the NBA. So you let that opportunity go to get a guy that can stretch in Chet or Jabari and drafting a guy that not necessarily can shoot, but is definitely creative. I think you got Fultz as creative, so you added another playmaker at the power forward. It's probably the B pick of them all. It's not a horrible pick, but it's not the right pick. Yes, Paolo Banchero goes number one. I don't understand it. I don't think that makes sense for them, and that's how it played out. All right, number two pick as we walk through this shit. All right, this is. I'm just using this as a tool. We know who got picked, right? This is after party. Is the Addy, right? This team is loaded. All right, the pickups they did in this draft, I'm sure there's gonna be some trades. But if you want to give a team an A+ rating, no doubt about it, it has to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. Tremendous work done by Presti. Incredible respect to that Presti used on these streets. Look at here first. Looking at the Ric Flair of basketball. Woo! The nature boy, the Damas of Damases. They went out and picked up Holmgren, the best available talent, even with Jabari Smith there, and I like it. You know why I like it? Because they can get some bigs in the offseason, okay? And they're really loaded, guys. When you look at this team, Pokovetsky and all the different aspects, we're going to get back to them in a second. Darius Baisley, you got Favors, you got some sizes, Roby, athletic, Josh Giddey at the point guard, serious team, all right? Gotta respect that. Number 3 comes up. We take a look at the Houston Rockets. All right, the Rocket boys. They had no choice. They want a Bonchero. They traded Wood for this guy, man. Let's be honest. I'm sure if they figured out we was gonna lose Bonchero, they wouldn't have traded Wood. But I'll be honest with you, for a team that needed a good luck face because they got a lot of thugs out there. I'm sorry, my legends. They got a lot of thugs out there. My favorite, Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green. You got a guy that can shoot, that can play. He's going to be overpowered by these personalities on his team. Nice pickup for them in Jabari Smith. He has the height, 6'10". He's a freshman. Big growth for them. Christian Woods, he immediately slots into the starting position, and we're going to see what he can do. I'm mad they traded Christian Wood now. I really am. Paolo Banchero was the perfect pick for these guys, man. It would have been silly to see those 3 out there just playing around, man. Just seriously. Because Paolo was such a creator, and they needed that. Porter is definitely getting better, but it would have been so beautiful to see that. Now they take a leg down, in my opinion. But Jabari Smith could surprise me. I'm thinking Antoine Jamison. I'll be straight up honest with you. I think he'll have a better career over Paolo. I'm not going to lie to you, but the excitement was there for Paolo. I'm being serious. I love the excitement. I love those upside type players. You know what you're going to get out of him if you give him the minutes. He's going to be an 18 and 8 type guy, maybe a 20 and 8 type guy. Can shoot the ball. He's going to be well-rounded, a good family guy, a good image. What more could you want in a player? Draft him, right? Jabari Smith's drafted there. I'll be honest. He liked Orlando more, but I'm going to tell you, you got more opportunity here, son. I'm not going to lie to you. You got much more opportunity. That's what I'm going to put down, opportunity. You know what I mean? You can put notes in here too. These guys are silly what they give them for free. So I like this pickup for the Houston Rockets play, and he's gonna play. He's coming right in and playing. They go ahead and draft Mr. Jabari Smith. I give that one a B+. All right, because they had no choice, right? You got to go for what you got to go for. We'll see. May come out to be the best fit. This was the opportunity for a team that needed some athleticism, that needs additional spunk to not get a role player. C minus, D plus, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna say a C minus. Keegan Murray selected here. Not sure what we're doing. All right, not sure what we're doing with this pickup. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like it. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like this pickup at all. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it works out. Ric Flair basketball. Woo! I don't understand it. All right, I don't like it. I don't understand it. Keegan Murray gets picked up. You know, I don't like it. I mean, there was other opportunities for them to trade down and get some. I want pairing with Fox that is a dog, man. He didn't have a dog at the shooting guard position. I mean, even a Benedict Mathurin or a Shaedon Sharpe stretch would have been good for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that was the pick. One of those guys. He needed another wing guy. Jordan Ivey was there, one of the, if not the top wing guy there. Can you imagine them two running down the court together? Whoo, wait, scary. But no, they went with the safe pick, drafted Keegan Murray. He's going to help out from a stretch position, but, you know, you're probably looking at best case Nicholas Batum, you know, which is not bad. You know, Nick Batum, what's his name? Maybe a little bit Boris Diaw, solid player, but not a superstar, and not something you get with a lottery pick. C minus on them guys. Now, another that did very well. This is already an A+ pick. All right, they're making a lot of moves. Jeremy Grant's gone, sad, but he's expensive. Look at the money on this nigga, right? 20.9. You're gonna have to, you know, cap hold qualifying offer, bird rights on Bagley, big money, big bills, right? Whew, 28.2. Shit, Bagley got paid already, boy. Now, Jeremy Grant, right, is gone, so he goes over to Portland. We'll talk about that thing there. They're probably the fifth best team in this draft. Really did well. They go ahead and get the best available talent, the best available athlete to pair him with a pseudo point guard in Cade Cunningham at the starting guard position. You got Hamadou and then you had him. I think they got, what's the young boy at? They got another young guy. What's his name? Another leaper. I forgot his name, but he was out there as well. I love this pick, man. I love he pairing with a big athlete. Now, Jaden needs the ball in his hands. It's going to be interesting to see how that runs. They're going to have to let him run free to get that Westbrook effect. If they don't, they'll ruin his career. So there's an upside and downside about it, right? You got to let him run. You got to give him the room. You got to let him be Jaden Ivey. If you do not, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And there is enough balls, okay? Two big stars on one team is enough. That's good. You can see with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That's an opportunity. You can do that. That can work. So I like this pickup. Jaden Ivey to the Detroit Pistons. Incredible. Great moves for them. All right. Let's jump over to the next pickup. Pacers went ahead and selected Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe on this team. No, I'm lying, dude. They went over to get Benedict Mathurin. So that was the associated play. Let me just go back and make sure I'm correct. Yep, Jaden Ivey. It was Benedict Mathurin, IECN, they call him, Mr. Zoe. He jumps in and helps out the squad. Okay, and I like the rankings they're giving here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and reconfirm what I had in Bari. Keegan B, that's a C+. Iden A+, right? I agree with this. Mathurin to get the best available talent. You know what you got. Benedict Mathurin heads over to Indiana in the rebuild mode. I don't hate this pick. I mean, I think it makes sense, and I think this game doesn't do justice. Jackson, you know, you got your boy Halliburton. Rebuild. Nothing much more to say about that team. Interesting pickup for the team called, yes, sir. Okay, the Portland Trailblazers. Okay, Shaedon Sharpe was available, best available. You look at this like Dame Lillard, Anthony Simons are your starters. Comes off, you got Ben McLemore, Keon Johnson, that small forward position. I would say it's hurting for a superstar talent. Now, Josh Hart's there, Rondae. They got a lot of pieces in that role, right? The guys that are alternate power forward, small. So you add in Shaedon Sharpe, he may come in as a backup, as a shooting guard, or starting small forward. The risk reward is very high. Incredibly young team and athletic. They had some big talent. They added the best available talent. I would have went for a big, however, right? I would have went for more size to help out Nurkic, and I would have traded down. But I'll give him a B plus. Hey, this is an A. This is an A. Go for the best available talent. Draft the young unknown and Shaden Sharp. See what you can get. I like this. I like this play, but I don't know who's going to get minutes, and that's the problem. Pelicans picked up next with some defense. This is where the draft got a little boring, right? After those pickups, the big guys, you got kind of bored with the shit, right? Dyson Daniels added to an already strong defensive team. I would have been looking at offense in this position. Maybe a backup to CJ McCollum. I don't see it. AJ Griffin would have been a great pickup here. This would have been a nice pickup. Dyson Daniels per se, I'm not sure about that move, right? And that's who was picked up. Dyson Daniels got over to the Pelicans, and interesting play for them. Another defender makes him stronger. He's gonna have to play the shooting guard defender for them because they got a lot of size at small forward, power forward, and even center. So, good pickup. This is a B. Not much to say there, right? Not much to say with the Pelicans. Now we get into the next pickup on the squad, and then who some magic happened. It had to be San Antonio. The most boring pickers in NBA history continue the history. The historic of do nothing, right? Jeremy Shoshine, one of the better defenders in the draft, is picked up here. He is out of Oregon, right? Solid player. Not sure what you're getting here from an upside perspective, but you continue the defensive balance. DeJounte Murray looks like he's on the block and ready to move. Josh Richardson, Lonnie Walker's there as a starter. Okay. Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson already geared to solidify himself as a good 1-2. Nice at the small forward position. Power forward, solid. So you dropped another power forward there? Or small forward? Does that make sense to you? Right? 6'10". If it feels a role, is he better than Zach Collins? I guess Zach Collins has been injured. I guess he's better than him. Devontae Cook. There's an opportunity. He's not the guy that's going to take you anywhere, but I guess you go for the best available. I would have took the risk. Osman Dieng would have been there. I would have took that risk for an upside player because you're not going to win anything with offense with Jeremy, right? You're just a building block. 9.8, 6 rebounds. It's all about his defense. I'm not sure about this play here for the San Antonio Spurs. Don't really like it. All right. Let me jump into the next squad as we continue on. 1 o'clock a.m. But I'm still running, boys. I'm still running. Johnny Davis gets selected to the Washington Wizards. Not much to talk about there. Right? It was just a pickup, maybe insurance for Beal. But they got Caldwell Pope. Satoransky goes over to Spain. Joel Ajije, he's over in Africa. I'm not sure about this, guys. I'm not sure about it. You already got Corey Crispert and Denny at GVJ. You can also interblend there. I went with some size. I would have went with Jovich here and move these two over, and then say Jovich and Porzingis lined up together with Kuzma. Nice squad. But they decide to go elsewhere, right? They decide to pull the hornet's nest and say, you know what, John Davis, we're gonna get you drafted. So they went ahead and got Mr. Davis, and it's a B- pick. There's nothing really to talk about there with Davis. Should be a great shooter. I don't know if he becomes Beal, right? Does he have the potential? Young kid, not sure, but I don't make any jokes. With all the light skinned guys, it looks like Clay. I guess they might as well draft him. So it is what it is. Johnny Davis to the Wizards. All right, let's go to the next squad, next pickup. And here go the dummies of dummies. All right, here go the dummies of dummies. You don't get dumber than the Knicks. All right, you want to talk about stupid? What stupid is, what stupid does? It's the Knicks. It's the Knicks, the dumbest squad in the NBA by far. No one else can match these dummies. All right, go ahead and burn the bridge. These guys are dumb. Through my whole life, I'm an old man. Through my whole life, since Patrick Ewing on, niggas is the dumbest. Obi Toppin was finally one good pick for these guys. They don't even use them. Knicks, you are stupid, man. God damn, you make me sick. Go burn them down, man. Guys is stupid, man. They got lucky with the trade and got some talent, start busting loose, and then you do this. This is a lottery draft pick. Why won't you go for upside? God knows. But they go ahead and they have off the Yang, but guess what? He gets moved. He gets traded. He goes to a team that actually could probably use him. OKC gets Osman Dieng. So it was done by the Knicks. It went over OKC. So move to OKC. Interesting play for the New York Knickerbockers and just a disappointment in this draft for them. I've given up on them being good. I mean, they're the Detroit city neighborhoods of basketball. I mean, it's just waiting for come. Oklahoma City comes up next again with more heat. So many draft picks, right? All right. Okay, so many. All right. First round pick to Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and look at the board and what happened with them. They went ahead and selected Jalen Williams. All right. Nice long player. I had him as one of my more athletic players who could fulfill a role. I really like him. 6'6", long arms. Loved what I saw in the pre-draft. I said big, long, 7-foot wingspan. Can prove to be another defender, and that's what Oklahoma City is going to be known as. Really sleeper pick along with the France guy. Strong lineup. This team needed size. I mean, they needed size right away, and I thought they would go after Jalen Durant. They actually made a sleeper move and figuring out what somebody was going to draft and forcing the hand. Okay, they went ahead and drafted Jalen Durant at this spot. Who they got? We're going to get to there in a second. But Jalen Durant then is moved to Detroit, which is an incredible position for them. Durant added to the Detroit lineup to help them out. And this pick was for them, for Charlotte. So Detroit gets another big, a Ben Wallace type player. And I think this was an exceptional pickup. Him and Stewart are going to cause havoc defensively for other teams. I love it. 13. This is an opportunity to go ahead and grab AJ Griffin as a backup. But, you know, the Cleveland Cavaliers decided otherwise. They went with the guy from Kansas who's a great scorer. But they already have so many of those, right? You look at this lineup, you already got Karis LeVert, Sexton. Right? I'm not sure about Sexton, what happens to him, but obviously they're trying to fulfill that. They go with Ochai Agbaji, a senior, a well-curated player, right? He joins this team of pretty good athletes, pretty good defenders. He fits the scheme and system, but I would have went with a cliffhanger, right? I would have went with something a little bit more deadly. I love that Jovich kid for some reason. I really do. He could have been picked up here. You know, it's a later on pick, and it's an opportunity. I would have done it. 14 pick lottery. They go Ochai Agbaji. I give him a C+ on this pick. Not sure about it. You already got the same type of talent on this team, but a great scorer, a guy can do a lot of different things. He'll be a solid player in the NBA. Think about Josh Hart when you look at him. Charlotte comes in again with the next pickup, and again, interesting play for them. They went ahead and drafted who they really wanted because they traded away, right? Charlotte picked up earlier Jalen Durant, but they moved him to Detroit. They'll go ahead and get the guy who's local to them in Mark Williams. So long guy, highest wingspan in the NBA by far, right? 6'10", but big wingspan. Gotta like what he brought to the table for them. I like Mark Williams. I think this was a pretty good pickup, and he surrounds himself around guys that love to play basketball and LaMelo Ball. It makes it fun. So I'm excited for him. Next up, Atlanta Hawks, and they make a decision point to go ahead and get AJ Griffin to pair with Mr. Trae Young. And I think this is an exceptional pickup, a sleeper pickup, if they can get the AJ Griffin of old, of high school. I really like this pickup. They lose Cam Reddish, and now they get somebody similar right back at 6'6", who may have a lot more upside due to his three-point capability. AJ Griffin added to the squad, 22, 19 years old. Really like him. Could do some damage and will play for the Atlanta Hawks. That's a B+ pick. Now we go back into Rocket Land, and we talked about the movement. And Kevin Porter, Jalen Green, and then you got the power forward position was just solidified with Jabari Smith at your lottery pick, number 3. Number 2 or 3, I think it's 3. Number 3. So now you go into what do they do next? And the Rockets just looking to stack some marbles, right? They go ahead and say, you know what? Let's get some size and blockage. You already got that, but let's add on some more to that, right? Because you got Kenyon Martin Jr. You got your boy on the other side of the things, right? Who's a good defender in what's his name? Usman Garuba, one of the top defenders. And you got some length there. I like this pickup. I mean, I think it's not bad. It's a B minus. I say B+. I don't say B minus, but B+. You know why? Because it's just another addition of a long. And if all else fails, just get a long. Long wingspan, high athleticism. They'll figure it out on defense. That's all they'll need to do. And they go ahead and draft your boy, right? They make it happen. Yes, sir. That is true. it is the Houston Rockets, Terry Eason, who I've had as one of my most athletic players, and he's added on to the roster case for Houston Rockets. Tremendous for them. All right. Now, as we keep popping up and walking through these teams, and I really like Terry Eason from an athletic perspective. Bulls on that bullshit. They go ahead and draft the kid from Arizona, I believe. Dalen Terry, big long. Like him, solid player. This is just another role player for them. Okay. Got a lot of spunk, 6'7", got length, can play point guard, shooting guard, small forward. Probably gonna use him at the small forward slot. That's another addition. There were other options for them here, though, right? Lonzo Ball, Caruso comes in that point guard. Look at the shooting guard work, though. I'm not sure about that shooting guard work, but you remember you got Zach LaVine trying to get re-signed, Duranson, right? But who's the backup? Who's the backup right there? You could say Ayo, maybe that, right? They're kind of loaded there in that respect. But look at the power forward and center positions. I would assure myself on a backup shot blocking center, but there's going to be availability in the summertime, and it's up to the Bulls to make that happen. So they go with a sweet tooth, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't Dalen Terry from Arizona gets picked up, more of the same old. So not really sure what they're gaining by getting this kid, but he's a solid player, and expect him to play and be solid for this team. Knock down 3 and D. That's been his calling, according to a lot of websites, right? According to the draft board. Now, let's get into Minnesota and see how they move. And Minnesota go ahead and gets Jake LaRava. I believe LaRavia. I believe that trick was traded away. This is another pickup that's, head scratcher to me. I'm not sure where he comes into play for this squad. I would have definitely looked at point guard. J.D. Jacobson, one of those guys. Small forward needs some help. And that's at the starting position. But remember that Jaden McDaniels is there. He's actually a small forward. And there's a mixed match of who they play at that power forward. Jared Vanderbilt plays a little bit. I mean, I just don't understand available talent and try to develop that. Jake LaRavana gets picked up. I'm not sure. I believe they did move him. But let's go down and see if is LaRavana on here, right? He's probably not even on the radar. There we go. LaRavia, 6'8" stretch guy. Picked up by the Minnesota. Nothing home to write about, really. I can't really say nothing much there. All right, next up is back to the Spurlings. Man. The Spurs still trying to make it happen. I'm not sure of the talent spree here. Malachi Brandon, a solid pickup at Ohio State. More of the same, guys. I mean, more of the same. Think of Paul or Grant Williams off of Boston. That's what I think of when I think about this kid from Ohio State. A solid player. A guy that can help you in the playoffs in the long run, but not a game changer. And there were still some potential game changers on the block, right? So I give this a B. Solid, but why, right? Why not go for broke, get a big center, trade down? A lot of options for them. They didn't make the moves that they were supposed to. Here comes the Denver Nuggets. I didn't like this pickup for them. Denver Nuggets go ahead and picks Christian Braun with Jovich available. That would have been a marketing spree, having both of those on the same team. But they decided not to make that happen. So it's a damn shame. But, they went with who they went with, Christian Braun. Good spunk activity. I like his demeanor. He's right underneath Jovich, but the 6'6" junior comes in with experience and gets picked up by Mike Malone. So interesting play for them. Not sure if I like it that much, though. Christian Braun definitely was a second rounder. I wouldn't have reached for him at that level. I guaranteed anything on that first round level. All right, let's keep going out. And next up is Walker Kessler gets picked up by Memphis. I don't know what this pick was for and why this pick was for, but it doesn't necessarily make sense to me. Walker Kessler, what was available, doesn't make any sense. And this was a surprise pickup for me from Memphis. They didn't have any other glaring needs than trade down and get some longs, right? I don't know if you need to get Wessler that early, but he had some type of promise. There's a guarantee about that. I mean, he had some type of promise from this team, from the teams, and he says, you know what, I'm going to take it. Well, solid player, good defender, but you look at their team, they did need a little bit of size, but Steven Adams was there, Killen Tilly's there, Yeah, Walker Kessler. I'm not sure he's not somebody's ambidextrous that can play multiple positions. I didn't like this pickup for them. All right, didn't make sense there, but hey, get them when you get them. Next up, gotta be something stupid here. Philadelphia. David Roddy traded to Memphis. They went ahead and selected David Roddy, but they didn't keep him. Not much information on Roddy either for me. I'm not sure about this pickup, but hey, it is what it is. You want what you want. David Roddy, the senior at Colorado State, gets picked up. Actually, he's a big. I liked him. He's kind of strong, a big point guard. Not bad. All right. Think of not Marcus Williams. What's this dude's name? Not Derek Williams. But the guy used to be able to do the crossovers. Used to play for Utah, light skinned guy, whatever. He's one of the. I think it's Derek or some Williams. Deron Williams. Deron Williams lookalike. He's solid. I just don't like the pickup here this early for David Roddy. I thought they could have utilized this to get somebody else a little bit more long talent for the Philadelphia Sixers. What was needed. I give it a C- on a pick. But again, it was traded to Memphis, and they're going to utilize him as a Deron Williams-esque type player. Now, continue down. We move on to Margin Beaucamp. He was crying a little bit. Get the best available talent, I guess, and just weed it out and see what you got. I wouldn't have went for him here, but they got so much talent they're not utilizing. They said, fuck it. But need to find a replacement for Middleton. He's getting older in the tooth. Giannis is fine. What about a true help for power forward position? They got a lot of pieces there, and Brick Lopez, you need a backup for him. But they went with Beauchamp. He's going to be in the bottom of the depth chart trying to work his way up. Margin, I feel sorry for you. I know you love to be drafted, but now you're in a position that you don't necessarily want to be in unless they're making moves. Jordan, a lot of guys to overcome to get playing time. Interesting pickup for them, all right, on the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, as we continue on, as the world turns, baby. As the world turns, right? We get into Blake Wesley on San Antonio. This is another dumbass San Antonio. I give up on them. Them guys I don't really pay attention to. San Antonio goes ahead and picks up a Wendell Moore Jr. No, it wasn't that. It was worse than that, wasn't it? Blake Wesley is picked up. Have no clue where he came from. Don't even know too much about the guy. Don't want to make fun of him without 6'5", dynamic guy, a little bit of athleticism. A good combo guard, can defend. I think that's probably going to be his main. And we'll see what he can do. I think if he gets a jump shot, he'll have a full-time role in the NBA. But if he does not, he'll be out of the NBA. He's one of those guys. Win, lose, all about his development and how hard he works. Wendell Moore Jr. goes ahead and is picked up by your boys. Yes, sir. Wendell Moore Jr. goes to Dallas. Again, they have an eye now for talent, so they went ahead with Wendell. Again, I'm not sure about this pick. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. You look at it and you scratch your head, San Antonio, like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why are they here? Why is John Wall here? I'm not. Okay, does it show that? Yeah, so Dallas, they're just showing that movement. So Dallas goes ahead and gets Wendell Moore Jr. I was like, I'm on the wrong pick or something happened. That's why I got silent for a moment. Wendell Moore goes over to Dallas. Again, Jovich was there. Would you like to pair him with your boy? But somebody in the scout team, again, has a big head, and they don't think things through. Here goes the big pickup. I think one of the an A+ like pickup. I've been talking about him all night. Is Nikola Jovich. Okay, exciting pickup for your boys on the Miami Heat. A tremendous pickup for this team. And I really appreciate these guys knowing what to do. The Miami Heat go ahead and draft another big talent that could potentially put them over the bridge. He can play behind. He can play behind any of those guys in the shooting guard, power forward, or small forward, or power forward position. Really like the versatility of what they get with that kid. All right, number 28, Patrick Baldwin Jr. fits it. If the shoe fits, don't let it hurt you. Right, learns to shoot a jump shot, could be exciting. Has a long length, so we got to just watch this and see how it moves. Nikola Jovich finally gets picked up where he belongs, and now Golden State's up next. GSW. As the world turns, we talked about Patrick Baldwin Jr. already, right? I talked about Jovich. I went back to it. Now Patrick Baldwin Jr., a solid guy. Can shoot the 3 and D, maybe take some minutes away from Toscano Anderson. Ty Washington picked up by Memphis. DeAndre Melton is gone. So that's what happened. That's why you're seeing a lot of movements and people get silent. Okay. Too much lumber. I mean, at the end of the day, too much lumber for the squads. They get a little bit tired. There's championship rings for these guys, and they go with Patrick Baldwin Jr. Once I find him, we're going to get off. And I'm getting tired already, so I may cut this off at the 30 mark, and we'll go over the rest tomorrow morning for the second round, right? Nice pickup, Patrick Baldwin Jr., but it wasn't even in the rankings. There are a lot of guys. Kendall Brown didn't even get drafted, guys, which is fucking nuts to me. Baldwin, number 46 on his draft board, so a lot of people ahead of him, but hey, they went with what they went with, and it's just fucking retarded. At the end of the day, it really is. But he can maybe prove himself better in the NBA. Has some length, has some size. Nice move for them from an upside perspective. 21. Here we go again. Maybe not. It is maybe not 21. My bad. This is number 29 pick in Ty Washington Jr. Not bad. B plus. Get some backup. DeAndre Melton. Believe me, he was traded. He moves on. Why not? Why not get the best available talent and stop messing around, right? But I guess we don't have the time. Ty Washington's go ahead and get picked up. It is what it is, and I believe they moved this pick in Ty, right? And he moved. I think they moved it, so we'll see what happens next. Oklahoma City send Peyton Watson, an unknown. Don't know, and they move him over to. Let's see if we can find him. I mean, this is nuts. He's probably not even on the. This truly is nuts. I'm very surprised at this pickup from the squad. Just didn't make sense to me. But I mean, it is what it is. Number 36 overall freshman has some big potential there. Joined the Denver Nuggets. It is what it is. I mean, they drafted him. I don't like it, but for both sides, I don't like it. It is what it is. Final pick of the first round. We just ran through it. Your boy Step Back about to take it down, but interesting first half of the draft. We'll get into the second half tomorrow morning. Try to take that in, man. Right now, first round for me, the winners is Detroit, Houston, Oklahoma City. I think they won big time. Not sure about Orlando because of the mix. And I think that New Orleans came in with some B-. It's really nice pickups for them from a solid role play, role play and role players. So I like what I see from the Denver squad. I really like Detroit as well. Nice pickups there from those guys with opportunity with Ivy pairing with Cunningham. And then you got Portland Trailblazers with some nice draft picks, helping to surround themselves with some talent. Shaedon Sharpe. What's his name? Anthony Simons and Dame Lillard. So really like this first half. Detroit winners, Portland winners, Oklahoma City's winners, Houston Rockets. They're okay, right? They're okay. Really, really good opportunities for these teams to try to improve and maybe make some noise next year. They were almost rooting for a point guard though for Oklahoma City. I'm not sure I'm sold on Mr. Giddy yet. This is your boy Step Back signing off. Yes, sir. Going in talking about shit. Oh, you jumped on and see you. Khalifa drop. Johnny talking. Yeah, you're right, man. It's crazy. I was talking to myself. It's unbelievable. Step Back out of here. First round. We'll go in tomorrow and see what's up, man. Again, a lot of picks. The Knicks really messed up. A couple teams really. I may have some energy here, man. Why don't we go till 2:00 and fuck around with the second round and try to go through that real quick. Second round, I'm gonna go real quick, man. I'm not even gonna do it from the what do you call it? I'm not gonna do it from the waiting for the pick to surround it up. I just hate these pickups. I know these hits by the back of my head. Andrew Nembhard picked up number 31 for the Pacers. Again, they're rebuilding. They're figuring themselves out. Go with some talent. I would have went with some bigs to add on. I know Isaiah Jackson's there, and Miles Turner's situation is questionable. I would have went with a big here, right? I would have went with one of the Euros, Machovic and all that, but they decide no. Caleb Houston drafted the Magic again. There goes their conservative pick, 6'8" guy, can shoot the ball. Not bad player. Again, he could have went earlier, but Caleb gets picked up by this squad, and I'm not mad at him. It's just like show me something more. 6'8" guy. They got a pretty loaded lineup, but I'm not sure what you got. Go European. So go with Africa and Toronto. Forget about it. Christian Koloko chosen up. Another big. Nothing to write home about, right? Just good players that can back up some of these senior players who may be getting out of the league. Not bad for Toronto. Oklahoma City, go ahead and grab Jalen Williams. They kept hitting, man. These guys keep hitting with picks. I like this one. I did like Machovic better here. That's the European guy I said, one of the best athletes in the draft. I would have loved to see him hit Oklahoma City. It would have been fucking nuts, right? To have him and Ben, what's his name? BJ Davidson, whatever. You're going to see him from Alabama. Wish they would have picked him up from a guard perspective. Max Christie, LA Lakers, they're dumb. They're with the Knicks, dumbest team in the league. I'm done. Thank you. Next up, Gabriel Porciti. He's a stash away. Look good in the films, though. I ain't going to front. Are they going to bring him over? Really look good. A sleeper pick. If you utilize him, it'd be nice. But they got so many guys in that position, in a small forward guard position. It's stupid. Not sure about that. Jaden Hardy, did they appease themselves? Can he be more special? Think about Jeremy Clarkson with Jaden Hardy. Not bad pickup. I thought they would have gone with Jaden Ivey. But they get Hardy as a consolation prize. Let's see what he can do if he can make up for their bad decision, in my opinion, with the Sacramento Kings. San Antonio Spurs, Kennedy Chandler. Kennedy Chandler gets drafted here, and they traded to Memphis, gets a backup. Like this from Memphis. First-round talent, got in the second round. Big help for Mr. John Morant insurance policy. Two big leapers there now, too. Khalifa Diop. What? Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, you heard this story before. I heard someone in the comment section making some jokes. Johnny, I'm with you. Diop drafted during a commercial. I think I've seen this story before, 100%. You know what the fuck? Remember that sign of Diop? Bad move. Well, shot blocker. It is what it is. You pick him up. They got so many bigs on that squad. Why would you do it? Bryce Growens drafted in Minnesota. Not sure about that. You go with the best available talent here, guys. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're doing sometimes. I'm cussing. I am. You go with the best available talent. Let me show you who was available. All right. Let's go into small forward or power forward position or guard. A whole lot of talent there, right? That was available that you go get, but just didn't really act upon it. Drew Timmy, did he go out? I think he came back. Mobley was available. Jabari Walker was available. Another long. John Butler, Kenny Lofton, interesting guy, right? Freshman, Louisiana Tech, trying to make some noise. Big body. These are all the guys that were on the draft board, but McCord Maker is stunned because he thought he was gonna get drafted. These people get in your head and you really think you're gonna make it, but then you look at the talent and you go, holy shit, it's not as easy as it looked. And this is just the guys that they have ranked as the big draft guys. They may not even be big draft guys on some of the shooting guard. Let's go ahead and look at that. McCord Maker, maybe Christie Rollins, Shaden Sharp. Kinsey, I'm just going down, seeing who was available. I mean, it's not that bad. I think all the best guys really did get drafted, at the end of the day. I think the best guys did get drafted. It's just the position they got drafted in. Christie, Shaden was drafted. Not bad. I mean, not bad. It's not horrible as, some other drafts, right? So everyone got drafted that needed to. So let's keep going, man. Not bad, but E.J. Liddell, again, just filling in blocks here, right? Another big power forward, Grant Williams type player like him. Trevor Keels here, bad decision on the Knicks. They're the dumbest in basketball. I'm done talking about them. I don't even talk about them no more. The dumbest team in basketball is the Knicks. They're dumb as hell. I give up. Go shoot yourself. L.A. Clippers, Masana Diabate, Michigan, stash away. Okay, I'm not sure he even comes in the roster. Ryan Rollins, Atlanta Hawks, they pick him up. Interesting play there for him. I think he went over to Golden State, but we'll see. Josh Minute, Jamaica. Josh Minute, 6'8", good athlete. goes Charlotte. Not sure if he, two-way player. Send the G League. Ismail Kemagat, again, just getting some size. Detroit, even though they had a, they're probably gonna make a move. Keegan Perkins seems to think he knows what they're gonna happen with Detroit. Go ahead and get DeAndre Ayton. I'm not sure they get Ayton, man. They're pretty loaded at top. They're a running team. Not sure they get Ayton. Vince Williams Jr. Because he'll clog up the lane. Now he has a jump shot, does DeAndre Ayton, but we'll see what happens. Vince Williams Jr. VCU. Again, solid pickup. Nothing home to write about. Minnesota gets athletic. I like this pickup. Sleeper pickup late. They go ahead and get Kendall Brown. Love this pickup for him. Get some athleticism, some defensive help. This is a sleeper pick, and they're going to be happy with it. Isaiah Mobley goes with his brother over to Cleveland Cavaliers. Mateo Spagnola, another sleeper pick. Really like what Minnesota did in the second round and really helped themselves. Tyrese Martin gets drafted. Another solid player. What about Memphis here? What about the Pelicans here? Add more size to the size, man. They have bigs already. Then you add this guy, but he's a stretch with athleticism. They're scary. New Orleans is scary next year. I wish they had some more picks because they had some brains, because what Boston did, everyone else should have done before them, and drafting J.D. Davison. He's in a bad spot there, okay? He's in a bad spot. I really would like this kid, but it would have been better for him to go to a better team for minutes. And with Boston, there's so many guards there, there's not enough minutes. I mean, I really feel bad for him. Boston ruins guards, okay? Carson Edwards, to name a few. They ruin you. But I love him. He definitely deserved to be drafted. Other teams definitely could have utilized him, but they didn't think wisely in that opportunity to get a point guard, I think a future definitely sixth man of the year now with this position, or if he gains to a starting spot, maybe man's team, but he went to the wrong team. Really, so I feel bad for his career. Yannick Noza, right, gets drafted out of Spain, stashed away. Guillo Santos, whatever, Golden State, shit. He's Brazilian. We get to go to Brazil. I think that's why they picked him up. Luke Travers, not much on him. Perth, another stash away. Jabari Walker gets picked up really late, and then the last pick of the draft, Hugo Benson, which was interesting, out of France. So a lot of who are some guys that did not get picked up, right? When you look at the board and you go by the prospects, right? Marcus Bagley, right? I don't know if he even came out. Sasser, what's Sasser doing there? Mark Williams gets drafted. Orlando Williams was another guy that I liked. Mature Maker didn't get drafted. Kofi Cockburn, 7-footer, big size, big muscle. Not sure why he didn't get picked up. Big dog. I see you. I know who I'm talking about. Kenny Lofton had a good showing in the pre-draft camp. I'm gonna just keep rolling down. There we go. The little arrow. I'm just gonna go through the whole thing, guys. Nikolai, he got drafted a little bit late. Osman drafted. Baldwin, Pete Nance. Again, not as bad as other drafts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Quinn Jackson, interesting on a Texas A&M, big long guard, but no, I'm not sure he was a draftable guy. Ron Harper Jr. may be interesting. Ron Harper Jr., Ron Harper's son. Not a bad player. Could be a 3-and-D glue guy. Can score. Can do a lot of things. Scottie Pippen Jr., not drafted at a Vanderbilt. All right, had an opportunity. But probably goes over to Europe, but good shooter. Reminds me of the dude from the Pelicans. I forgot his name. But he's from the Phoenix Suns. I forgot his name, but when I remember another lefty shooter, like Pippen, I really do. I think he had an opportunity to play in this league. Terrence, who else is here that should have been drafted? Known guys. Will Richardson, solid, right? Solid. I don't know if he would have drafted him though. I'm not gonna lie. And that's it. Is that it? Yeah, is that it? They're missing some guys. There goes Alondas Williams. I guess I ain't go high enough. Let me come back from the bottom up. Coloco, Darius Day, Marshall. Not a bad draft when you think about it. Darian Sebron is another guy. Dominic Barlow, overtime elite, young boy, young talent. Timmy, right? Timmy, no name calls. Had a pretty good year, guys. I mean, other than that, Caleb Love, 6'4", trying to get drafted in there. I'm not sure about this, man. Like, I just think that there's a couple guys that were missing, but overall, not a bad draft, man. Just people were drafted in the wrong situation. I don't think Andre Jackson was still in that draft. I think he came back, but if he did, that's a shame for him. They didn't get drafted. Alondes Williams, no cigar. I believe some of these guys have come back though, so we'll see. Alondes Williams, a big leaper. He'll probably get picked up in the summer league. Other than that, I don't see much. Good draft this year. Your boy stepped back, stepping off, ran through it. Really big movement. We're gonna see what's happening. We're gonna see what's happening with your boys on the Pistons. The A+ guys, there's no doubt about it. Let's see if they even came out with it. Some of these guys come out real quick with draft grades, but I think he works with that team, guys. He may be. I mean, they have to green light him. Ready to prove everybody wrong. What does he have to prove wrong? It's just, yeah, he may be in the best slot because he has the opportunity to shoot the fuck out the ball. I'm trying to see if there's any draft grades, prospects. Let's see if CBS got lucky on it and see. I'm not gonna wait for them. Rockets. Let's go to the board real quick, my dudes. Let's just go back one and look at what happened. Okay. From a draft perspective, I'm just gonna go through the draft and I come by the number one. Okay, so first off, tremendous draft for Oklahoma City Thunder. Added size, added length, added some athleticism at the guard. With again, J.D. Davison would have been perfect for the squad, but they didn't go get. Really like that move there. Let's see if they can go get J.D. Davison, and then I ended up great for them for Oklahoma City Thunder. Jabari Smith and the Rockets, though wasn't the pickup they. He's solid. He makes sense there. Really just comes in and steps right in for your boys on the Christian Wood end. So tremendous. Keegan Murray, and I'm not gonna talk about them. Detroit, tremendous draft. Portland, tremendous draft. Added, let's go back to Detroit. You add in Ivy and you get some more size in Jalen Durant. Nice pickup for them. Nice draft. Really good job. I really like what Portland's doing. Shaedon Sharpe, the offseason moves. Really trying to help out your boy, Mr. Dame Lillard. He has some big talent now. He's surrounded by big A+ talent. Talk about athleticism. He's going to have it everywhere. Pelicans got longer and stronger, so appreciate that. We already discussed the Oklahoma City Thunder adding De'Aaron Williams. I mean, that's enough right there. And I think that's about it, man. Those are really the stories of the draft. Is what Presti has done, what Detroit has done, and what the Rockets have done. Those big three really made some nice opportunities for themselves and didn't waste it with these draft picks. Go for broke, man. If everyone's that talented, just go for broke. They decide not to. Now, sleepers in the second round, just real quick. I think there's a lot of opportunity for the squad, right? There's a lot of different guys, and J.D. Davison fell so far. Big athletic guard. They keep letting these guards go, and they can ruin the careers if they go to the wrong place, and I think he did. What about Matchovic? Great picked up for New Orleans. Another big, but he's a stretch four. They're supremely athletic, and it's scary what they can do damage-wise in the playoffs. Another Cairo would have been a nice. Cairo Lewis comes in next year. Let's see what he can do. But it's nice to have the Javison as a backup guy that can pass. So interesting for New Orleans, right? Not bad for Minnesota. They're probably the last team on this. Kendall Brown, Matt Spagnuolo in the second round as consolation. Not bad. Don't like their first round pickup, but the second round definitely did well. And really, for me, that kind of ends it. Your boy step back, Ric Flair stepping off. Great jab, big opportunities. Teams got their wishes. Players, new stars. We out of here. I'm gone. Peace.